Welcome to the Super GT300 Online Championship. This is Karsten talking. Welcome to Season 3. Round 1 is again at Fuji. Skang head pole, quite surprising in a non-favorable track for Lexus. We are watching now Karsten starting from 4th position and having quite a conservative start. Gavin Vickers getting ahead of him, touching with Flanked. In front of them, Skang is keeping the lead, followed by Yona and Haboe. Touching again, Flanked and Gavin Vickers. We are now on board with Haboe. Taking a look at Jonas with his RX-7. In front of him, Skang in Lexus. Here we have a Logic Line trying to attack, and Karsten side by side. Here, Flanked going a little wide and touching with Gavin, losing position. Right now, Flanked is in last position. This is the best part of the track for overtaking. Not all cars are fast in the same way, to say so. We race with real draft, so it takes quite a lot of effort to make a good pass. We are watching Karsten taking a Logic Line draft. In front of them there's Gavin. Let's see what will happen. All three cars quite close. Karsten goes for the inside. A slight tap with Logic Line. Gavin going wide. Karsten tries to take advantage of this. And a great acceleration from Lexus. But Karsten managed to pass. Gavin in front of him makes good use of his all-wheel drive car. This is the battle for first place on lap 2. We are watching Haboe. In front of him there's Skang and Yona that took the lead. Those three made a completely different race from the other drivers. Their pace was far faster. Here we have Yona almost losing his car, and Skang with his Lexus immediately taking advantage of it and gaining back first position. A beautiful pass. Here we are watching the track with Haboe and Yona and Skang fighting. Lexus was really good under braking, but RX-7 is really fast on strides. Here we have Flanked going wide and losing position to Karsten. These four were battling almost all race. Here on lap 4, Karsten managed to bring himself in 4th position, but it went wide here and barely caught his car. This was Karsten's only error on the whole race. We are now on lap 11, still battling for 5th position. Flanked is a bit ahead of this group, managed to escape from Gavin. That was incredibly hard to pass for all drivers. Very good driving under braking and very good defending maneuvers from him. Here Karsten tried to draft him, getting as close as possible, side by side. Karsten goes for the inside, Gavin stays on the outside. Let's see. Both going a little wide, but Karsten has a better acceleration out of this. No, Gavin keeps his position. Under braking, a slight tap, Karsten lift off his feet from accelerator. Gavin has no problem. Quite a harsh battle that was going on for laps and laps. Gavin had probably a little slower pace, but great fighting spirit today. Here, going very wide, dirty in his tires, and in this complex I think he won't be able to keep his pace. And yes, Karsten manages to pass at in the outside, and Gavin is left fighting with Logic Line. The fight between Logic and Gavin would last many laps. We are now fast forward to lap 19. Yona versus Aboe. Aboe managed to end up in front of Yona thanks to a different pit strategy, probably taking less fuel in his car. Yona had a great pace, really. RX-7 really were probably the fastest cars on this track. A track that really suited Mazdas. But they had some problems with their tire. BRZ's two front tires were really butchered after a few laps. And this is one of the problems that Aboe had. You're watching now Jonas trying to make his pass. Draft kicking in. Quite a big difference in speed. Side by side, Jonas goes for the inside. Aboe brakes on the outside and nothing to do. Beautiful clean pass by Yona. Aboe tries to defend and take back his position. Quite an exciting battle. But Aboe goes a little too wide on the slippery track part of the track, so he just has to lift off and let Jonas through. Nice battle, guys. Now on 32nd lap, Flankett had quite a big gap from Karsten and him, but these mistakes is what allowed Karsten to get really close by. Karsten had quite a slower stint trying to save tires, well aware of BRZ's problems with them. On same lap, Jonas had the same problems and made a really similar mistake. Here, not lifting off after losing his car, but he managed to keep it really well. But this allowed Skank to close on him and would be really decisive in the race. Beautiful side-by-side battle. Two laps later, Skank takes the lead and he will keep it until the end of the race. Here we have Karsten and Flankett, battle for 4th place. After Flankett mistakes, Karsten managed to close in and managed to stick to him. He managed to save his tires long enough for being able to have a little advantage over Flankett, and he tries to concretize it with this pass at the end of the straight. Here Carsten was a little wide, side by side. Carsten's tires, even if it was wide, allowed him to have a better acceleration. Here Flanked going a little wide again, and re-entering quite dangerously on the track. Now the right kink is really easy to mess it up. Carsten goes a tiny little bit wide, and Flanked goes a lot more wide, dirtying his tires and giving Carsten a bit of breathe. And this is the end of the race. We are watching Skeng that won. In second position Yona. Haboe wasn't satisfied with his race, but managed to end in a brilliant third. Carsten managed a fourth. He didn't expect this. Flanked had some problems and made some mistakes, but still managed a fifth. In last position is Logic Line. After that, Gavin had to quit the race due to mechanical problems. Logic, I think he even managed to remain fuelless. So this is the end. Yona had the fastest lap. It was a pleasure to comment this. I hope that more people will join on track. See you soon from Carsten.